up, everyone? Welcome to this day in Phillies Sports History for May 15th, 2024. I'm your host, Jim Montgomery. Welcome to a Wednesday edition, and as always on a Wednesday, happy hump day. If you know, you know. All right, let's start, as we always do, with a recap of yesterday's question of the day. I asked you, are you excited for the NFL schedule release? 73% of you said yes. A lot of the information that went into that was, but I'd rather see it on the field. But the NFL does it right because all week there's been leaks and things like that. So we'll get into what we know as of right now. But as always, thanks for participating in today's question of the day. There'll be another question later in the show. 267-495-8531. Get you in on the Back to the Future voice and text line. All right, so we know the Eagles are opening up at home, quote-unquote, against Green Bay down in Brazil on a Friday night. That's an 8:15 p.m. game. The time was confirmed for that. Kind of figured that that's what it would be. Does look like they're possibly going to be playing Monday Night Football that following week. Didn't see anything on the opponent or whether that would be at the link or not. And then Week 8, it looked like they were playing Cincy at 4:25, but it is possible that that game would get flexed depending on how things go. But as of now, that's all we know. Tonight at 8 is when things get released. I don't know if I'll have time to really go through, but I'll have initial reactions, and then by the end of the week, kind of give my, as of May, what I think the projected win-loss records will be. But that's all coming tomorrow. Be sure to hit me up on social, Jimbo_Mont on Twitter and TikTok, at Philly Jimbo on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Jimbo_Mont. Let's grow this thing. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. But we'll have all of your NFL schedule release info tomorrow. Also, if you're interested in information on the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame, tickets, induction class, all of that information is in the description wherever you're watching or listening to this. And again, if you are a business owner or have some type of service that you'd like to possibly either become a sponsor or donate something for the silent auction, as I mentioned the other day, I'm looking for, especially if you're in the East Falls, Roxborough, Manioc area, if you have something, we can do like a Roxborough, Manioc experience. So let me know, hit me up on that. But all the information you need is in the description. All right. Good win for the Phillies. We had playoff Nola coming in May yesterday. Complete game, 7 strikeouts, 2 hits, no runs. He looked sharp. He had a 3-pitch inning. That's the Nola we need. That's playoff Nola right there. And if we can get that if he can be like that every 4 or 5 starts and then just be consistent the rest, man, look out. But the Phillies are certifiably hot right now, winning 15 of 18. First team in the majors to win 30 wins. Again, it doesn't mean anything since it's May. However, it is nice to see that they're not off to that start, and the Braves just keep winning too. So it should be a fun summer, and I think being able to be there and see and know what they sort of have in front of them with the Braves, I think is going to really help this team kind of stay focused, because they seem like that's what they want. They want the division. They want to win the World Series. So having the Braves be right there with them stride for stride, I think is going to help keep them motivated and help focus them on the task at hand. And the fact, like I said the other day, that Schwarber's like, no, we're pissed that we lost. That's a good thing, and that's what you want. It is a little concerning with Bryce missing the game with a migraine. Hopefully it's nothing serious. But they are heading home today to play 2 games against the Mets to kind of set up that London series. But Ranger Suarez is on the mound. My man Ranger. We need to get the Go-Go Ranger Suarez shirt. I'm sure the Ranger, whatever the little faction is they have, is going to be at Citizens Bank Park tonight. So let's show out for Ranger. And Philly Goat, if you're listening, we need a Go-Go Ranger Suarez shirt. But speaking of Philly Goat, check out their London collection. It's still not too late to get your gear for the London series. I've talked about I'd scuff Mrs. Met, the founding father with the fanatic with the powder wig, the British blew a 13-colony lead. Go check it out. PhillyGoat.com. Use the promo code Jim Montgomery for 10% off your order. That's PhillyGoat.com. promo code Jim Montgomery for 10% off of your order. All right, Union in action tonight against New York City down at the Subaru Park. Kind of need this win. They've been kind of, after they went on that unbeaten streak, they've kind of have not won at anything. So hopefully we can get back in the win column tonight for the Union. All right. All of that being said, today we're going to have a South Philly doubleheader day, and we're going to go all the way back to 1999 to do this. And on this day in 1999, the first game of the South Philly doubleheader was the Sixers versus the Magic. Sixers beat them 101-91 to clinch the first round playoff series against the Magic, the one we talked about the other day when AI set the steals record. AI, this game was just outstanding, really came into his own as a playoff person. 37 points, 9 assists, almost had the double-double. Ultimately, we know they would end up losing to the Pacers 4-0 that next round. But on this day, the first part of the doubleheader was the Sixers beating the Magic 101-91. And again, this is not a part of the South Philly doubleheader, but I have to mention, since we're talking about AI and just how great he was, this is also the anniversary of when he won the MVP trophy. They handed it before the playoff game, and that was back in 2001. But AI, this was really that Magic series was his coming out, where he just became like, he was one of the most, say what you want about a lot of things with AI, I think he was one of the most clutch playoff performers for the Sixers. And I feel like if we could have taken half of AI's heart and given it to Tobias Harris, we'd still be playing basketball right now. But I digress. So later in that day, that was an afternoon game. So later on that night, the Phillies took the field versus the Mets and had a 6-run lead in this game and blew it. Lost to the Mets 9-7. Lots of runs scored. Ron Gant went 3 for 5. Remember that Ron Gant played for the Phillies? 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Doug Glanville went 3 for 5. Kevin Jordan went 3 for 4, but it still wasn't enough. However, the big part and the big story in this game was the Phillies turned to triple play. Mike Piazza hit a liner to shortstop, Alex Arias, and who threw over to Kevin Jordan then after the tag. And it was the 30th triple play in Phillies team history. If you're keeping score at home, like I know a lot of you like to do, they now have 31. It was the second one ever at the Vet. And ironically enough, it was the second one in 2 years that Alex Arias was a part of. He had one the year before in San Francisco, or was a part of one in San Francisco. So on this day, back in 1999, it was a South Philly doubleheader. Sixers starting things off with a 101-91 victory over the Magic to clinch their first-round playoff series, AI just being AI. Then later the day, the Phillies blew a 6-run lead, losing to the Mets 9-7 in a game where Alex Arias helped turn a triple play for the Phillies, the 30th in team history, and the second one that he was a part of, which I think is pretty awesome and pretty random. It's one of those things you don't necessarily think of, that, oh my goodness, he has 2 triple plays. They weren't unassisted. They were somebody else was involved. But that leads us to today's question of the day. And if you were going to a baseball game, what would you rather see? A triple play, someone hit for the cycle, someone hit 4 home runs in the game, or a no-hitter? Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit me up on social or the Back to the Future voice and text line 267-495-8531. Get you in. What would you rather see at a baseball game? And there's Ella getting her airtime again. But what would you like to see at a baseball game? A triple play, someone hit for the cycle, 4 homers, or a no-hitter? Let me know. 267-495-8531. Get you in. As cool as it would be to go to a no-hitter, I almost would rather see someone hit for the cycle or 4 home runs. If it was me, I feel like it would be more exciting. Hopefully somebody from our team. But let me know what your thoughts. What would you rather see? Triple play, cycle, 4 homers, or a no-hitter? All right, and finally today, it's a family affair, and today we're going to spotlight Mychal Kendricks. Mychal was drafted in the 2nd round by the Eagles in 2012, played 5 years, 2012 through 2017, won the Super Bowl, had 14 sacks in 74 games, but left after that Super Bowl year to sign a bigger I forget who. I think he might have went to San Francisco. But obviously, this could be one of those cases where we had the wrong brother. Mychal had some legal issues with insider trading and things like that kind of cut short some of his career. But his younger brother, Eric Kendricks, currently plays for the Cowboys, was a first-team All-Pro and Pro Bowler in 2019, had a lot of good seasons with the Vikings. And again, this is one of those ones, is it the case of the wrong brother? Because we won a Super Bowl. And Mychal Kendricks was a big part of that defense the Super Bowl year. So we won the Super Bowl with Mychal, but as far as players and the accolades, I would definitely say Eric is the better player. But whatever. We won a Super Bowl, and then Mychal got himself into a little bit of trouble. But that is today's family affair. Mychal Kendricks is our spotlight. Second round draft pick in 2012, and then maybe, just maybe, we had the wrong brother. But again, I would take that Super Bowl because I feel like he was a vital part of that Super Bowl defense. So we'll take what we can get. But that is today's family affair spotlight. Today's question of the day: what would you rather see at a baseball game? Triple play, someone hit for the cycle, 4 homers, or a no-hitter? 267-495-8531. Get you in on the Back to the Future voice and text line. On this day in 1999, it was a multi-sport South Philly doubleheader. Sixers beating the Magic 101-91 to move on to the next round of the playoffs. The Phils blowing a 6-run lead to the Mutts, but Alex Arias helped turn a triple play. His second in 2 years, which again, that's just remarkable. We will have your coverage for the Eagles schedule release. Excuse me. Try to break it down as much as possible tomorrow, but by the end of the week, we'll have everything done and give you my official prediction. I'm not sure what the weather is like up there, but it was supposed to be rainy here, and all of a sudden, the sun is out, so we're going to go sit by the pool, have a little bit of fun today. So wherever you are, enjoy your Wednesday. This has been This Day in Philly Sports History. I'm Jim Montgomery, and until next time, I'll see you when I see you.